Good evening. Money Reg here, aka Legend, back with another video entitled The Latest and the Greatest Pimps in the Game. Let's get started. Lately we've been seeing on TV people working for ICE, jumping out of cars, and just snatching people off the street. I remember when I was growing up, they had a movie called The Body Snatcher. And they would just come in and snatch your body away from you. This is similar to the Body Snatcher, ladies and gentlemen. They are going ICE. Their Immigration for Law Enforcement, whatever the actual title is, the acronym is, they're going around the country just snatching people up. Do you know why? They are the new pimps in town. Let me try to break it down for you. Let me try to consolidate what it is that I'm trying to say so you can make the connection. First, I'll go with the Supreme Court, and then we'll come back with the body snatcher move and the consolidation of putting people and detainees into these private prisons. Lately, the federal government is trying to take your rights and privileges away through the union. So we have a big Supreme Court case coming up. Maybe we'll hear about it at the end of June, which should be the last few days of the month coming. So stay tuned. By snatching away your union rights to negotiate, they kill your ability to have freedom of speech or anything. So you can walk into work after 25 or 30 years and somebody just say, you're fired, get out. So by snatching your ability to work, where will I get people to work? I'll tell you where. These private prisons that are holding these detainees. These are for-profit prisons, ladies and gentlemen. These prisons, one is called the Civic Group, and the other one is called the GEO Group. They give big dollars, particularly to Republicans, through lobbyists, to make sure they get these detainee centers, prison centers, whatever you want to call it, in their communities, because they're getting free labor from these people. They're incarcerated. This is why they arrested the mayor of Newark, New Jersey, a couple of weeks ago, Ras Baraka, and a congresswoman who is still facing charges. She was recently indicted by the federal government. They don't want you to know what's going on. They pimping all day long. Everybody, including places like Bangladesh, where we get a lot of our cheap items from. Love cheap labor. So if I feed you 3 square meals a day and I put you to work in a prison system, an industrial complex that you get very little visitors, there's very little freedom, your rights have been taken away from you, stripped from you, I'm putting these people to work. That's the new pimp game. And the government has the nerve to try to put P. Diddy in jail for pimping and shit. Y'all the greatest pimps. You're doing this unchecked. The average American doesn't know what's going on in many of these communities, places. That's why the Congress people and the other elected officials have decided to take it upon themselves and part of their congressional duties to see what is going on in these places. But the federal government don't want you to know. You know why? Because they're full of shit. And if you're getting free services, is it so far to think, stretch your minds, it's so far to think that when they're encountering these people on the border, Texas and Arizona, places like this, is it so far to think that many of these people on the border who are working for the government, who catch these migrants and these people trying to come into the country, is it so far to think, is it so far to reach that they're getting sexual favors from the immigrant in exchange for turning their back on them entering into the country? Not that far for me to reach, because I know how low down people think, and I know what low down people would do, particularly when they're in a position of authority. How I know? As my great-grandmama and great-grandpappy and all of my ancestors who were sexually, physically, emotionally abused by the oppressor who had his foot on their neck. That's how I know. So don't get it twisted, for real, that these people are not engaging in behavior that is illegal and against the law. That's what goes on, ladies and gentlemen. I know a lot of you don't want to hear it, and a lot of you don't want to think it, and a lot of you don't want to say it, but that's how this country is and has been. Now what has happened, they pulled the scab off of the wound. So now you can see the wound. Yo, fam, this is real stuff. I want y'all to pay close attention, especially my young people. Don't play with these ICE agent people. Try to bring as much attention to the situation that you can stop, that you can. Let somebody know, film this, film that, do whatever you got to do. Because when they snatch you, we don't know where they put you. We don't know where they send you. We're searching and hunting for you, looking for you, actively seeking you out so that we can provide you with the legal services that you need. So I say this to my congressional people. Whenever you're going to these private prisons, bring as much news media as you can so they can document the story, because this government will lie on you. They will say that you hit a federal agent. They will say that you came in there misbehaving. They will come in and say that you were out of control, that you violated rules and procedures. That's what this country will say in the attempt to silence you and to further their political and economic hegemony and their leadership in this country. So the aristocrats and the plutocrats can continue to get fatter while you and I get slimmer, while the egg prices are still going up, while milk is still going up. Everybody loves cheap services, baby. So the next time you see ICE on your street, if you have the guts and the ability, photograph all this, license plate, cars, pictures of individual. They were just at the Dodger Stadium the other day, and the Dodgers, the Los Angeles Dodgers, refused to let them in. The federal government went to social media and lied and said we weren't there, and these cars were tracked in many other locations. Of course they were there. So I'm saying to you respectfully, be careful. I don't want anybody ending up in the hands of ICE agent or federal authorities. So until next time, I just wanted to share that piece with you while I was thinking. Until next time, I wanted to say thank you for listening to my videos. Thank you for going to my Jack Lippman YouTube channel. Thank you all the love that you send me, emails, text messages, phone calls. I get them, I see them, I try to respond to them all. So until next time, I want to say God bless you. Good night. Thank you for coming out. Young people, I make these videos for you once again. I'm walking with you, praying with you. I'm traveling through life with you. Reach out my hand and I'll touch your hand. Until next time, God bless you and good night. Thank you for listening to me and thank you for coming out. Appreciate the love.